Hello and welcome to Onefootball. We have just watched one of the best World Cup games I can remember since that first game against Spain and Portugal, which wasn't the first game, but it was the first good game I can remember. My name is Rob Armstrong and I am joined by Onefootball Germany's Nico Heimer.
Yes.
How are you?
Pretty good, man. I got plenty of spare time now since the German team is not really competing anymore. But
but you've changed allegiance.
I changed. Look, that's something I want to bring up right up front. I supported Germany, got knocked out. Poland got knocked out. Argentina got knocked out. So from now on, I'm all in for England. 3 lines.
No, we can change your mind on that. You can support France. They were great today, weren't they?
Well, yeah, they were kind of good, especially in the second half. It felt like in the second they knew they had to, they delivered, and they just had Mbappé, who it felt like he was just another level than anybody else on this pitch, including Messi, including Griezmann. But let's be honest, were they actually that good?
I was thinking that towards the end. At the end of the day, it was 4-3. It was only 1 goal. Argentina, we all know they're very good in attack. That's what they've always been good at.
Yeah.
And they're very bad in defence. France aren't meant to be that bad in defence.
No, they're not. It's the France defense is one of the craziest things in this World Cup to me. Like the lineup, like with Pavard in, the kid from Stuttgart, somebody that I thought wouldn't even make the squad before the tournament. Now he's playing, he even scored today. Absolute streamer, world-class goal. Still though, it feels like the second goal for Argentina, for example, this Messi thing, how did Messi even end up that free in the box? It's like, why is he there?
Just incredible vision from Messi. That's what we say. It's like absolutely deliberate. Stuck it straight on Mercado's foot, just where he wanted it, right?
Absolutely, man. It's a great pass.
He saw that foot dangling from 10 yards away and he thought, I'm going to have that. Bounce it off.
Absolutely, that's what he did there. No, so yeah, France are good. There were like 10 minutes where it felt like they could absolutely ruin them now. We were talking about it. You said there could be 6 now.
6, yeah.
And it actually felt like that. But then Mbappé basically went 2 gears down. He was like, I'm good. I did my job here. I'm only 19 years old and scored 2 in a knockout stage.
He's got like teenager problems to go and do. He's 19. He's got he's got a Fortnite game to play, right?
I haven't done an Insta story in 60 minutes, guys. What do you expect? Can you sub me off now?
Yeah, he needs to look at some new memes and things.
Absolutely. So
he's got a busy life. He's got a busy life for a 19-year-old. This World Cup thing is a massive inconvenience for him.
It's like
the fact that he can just do I don't even think that was 100% Mbappé today.
No.
He just decided to sprint 3 times, won a penalty and scored 2 goals, right?
That's the thing with him. Like, do you actually need anybody else in offense when you have Mbappé? And you can just long ball and Mbappé go for it? Because it felt like it's another level. It's just he's so much quicker.
If you're Neymar and you're sitting there, you're thinking, Messi, he's probably going to retire from international football. Ronaldo will be on the way out. It's time for me to get my Ballon d'Ors. And then Mbappé comes along
with his iPhone in his hand.
Exactly. For an iPhone, headphones in, straight from school.
What'd you say, Neymar? What'd you say? I'm playing Fortnite online.
Yeah, sprinting, racing him to the Ballon d'Or. He was brilliant today. France,
man of the match.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
Definitely. And France have so much talent in that team, but aren't necessarily being managed very well, I don't think, by Deschamps, are they?
No. Honestly, when you look at that squad, and it feels like they should absolutely trash every other team. And it's honestly, that's my honest opinion. I feel like they have the best team, the best squad in the entire tournament.
Yeah.
And they haven't looked that good so far. And then there's a German saying that basically says, ein gutes Pferd springt nur so hoch wie es muss. A good horse just jumps as high as it has to. And you wonder, is France doing that? Are they just basically keeping we gotta score. They just scored, so now we gotta score 2. Okay, let's do it. Or were they actually in trouble?
Because the thing is, they weren't great in a group, but they were never in trouble, were they? It was a little bit squeaky bum against Australia, and they needed a sort of dodgy VAR decision.
Australian mate told me yesterday they were on the same level with them, football-wise. We're on the same level. We were just as good as France. It's yeah, but they were playing with 1 foot.
Australian delusion. Nothing like it. They obviously weren't on the same level, but France didn't even come close to second gear in that group, did they? And Joe, I feel, other than maybe that sort of 10 minutes, I don't think they really came out of third gear today.
No.
And at half time, it was looking as though it was, and dare I say it, going to be a bit of a French performance. And that they were obviously much better. Argentina looking horrible. Mascherano passing to strikers all over the place on the other team. And it was like, France are better here and they're going to throw this away, aren't they? And then that first 20 minutes of the second half.
Yeah. Look, that's the thing. Imagine the German team being in the same position as France was, and they concede right after half-time. And we've seen Germany this year. They would have panicked. They wouldn't have done anything. And France was just like, do we actually? Yeah, okay. Kylian, could you please? And then they just
go on, kid.
3 goals, 11 minutes. Can we go home now?
Yeah.
So I feel like they weren't impressive, but they were impressive somehow. You know what I mean? Just feels like they are really, really good.
And speaking of impressive, I think we should probably mention that Pavard goal, which was, well, I don't know, there's been a few absolute corkers in this tournament so far, haven't there? There's been some brilliant goals.
It's right up there.
But that one's right up there, especially with the slow motion replay where you can see the spin on the ball is something else.
What would you say? Like, how much skill, how much luck was in that goal?
I'm always a little bit sceptical with volleys. I'm always a little bit sceptical with everything.
It's like,
because a volley, you know, you could be like some fat Sunday league weirdo like me,
and you
still got like 2 or 3 volleys in your sort of back catalogue. But I don't know, the technique when he slowed it down, he wasn't just smashing at it, was he? He was sort of like sideways on, wasn't he?
Yeah. So the German expert in TV is his former coach at Stuttgart, Hannes Wolf, and he said he would try these shots basically any training session. He would be like, whenever he gets the ball, like a volley, he would fucking shoot it. But he said, like, to be honest, he's never seen that shot before from him. So he is good at it, but that was it's a World Cup moment, you know?
It was quality, and I think it was such a turning point in terms of the game, because Argentina scored just before, and you thought, oh, here we go, this is going to be, you know, Argentina are going to somehow manage to draw this out. Then France took the wind out the sails.
Yeah, they did. How annoyed is Antoine Griezmann that Mbappé is just stealing his show?
I don't think he cares, as long as he can make more half-an-hour documentaries about himself making a minor decision.
It was the wackest shit I've seen in world football this year.
So bad, wasn't it?
I swear to God.
So bad.
Like,
the fact he was staying as well, the fact he made the whole thing.
If you end up going to Barcelona, well, not even then it's fair, but it's like, okay, well, it's the biggest club in the world probably. You go in there now, it's a big step for you, I get it. But you end up staying at Atletico, and like, you like, the thing, it's not that you make it, like, no Atletico supporter will watch that video and be like, be in the end and be like, oh, that's good, that's it. Everyone will be like, why the fuck did you do that in the first place? It's like, Griezmann, like, I really love that kid, but he lost some points for me.
He lost a bit of street cred.
That
and his weird tribute to basketball last year.
Yeah.
2 embarrassing social media moments for Griezmann.
The fucking blackfacing thing he did that?
Yeah. Griezmann's.
To be fair though, he's close friends with plenty NBA players. I've seen him on their Insta feed. So he is like.
I don't think that works as an excuse.
No.
Some of my friends are basketball players.
No shit, I shouldn't have said that.
Right, let's talk about the big subject now.
Yeah.
Lionel Messi. Was that his last game for Argentina?
Short, I guess so. I mean, look, it's a bit like he's what, 31 now?
Yeah.
31. They didn't do good this tournament. They really didn't. There's nothing coming like when it comes to young players that could help him. It's just this golden generation they have there with like 54 strikers and nobody else. And it just doesn't feel like they can win anything. It's just like, you know, like I don't have the feeling that they could win a major tournament. So for him, he's 31 years old. He played his 14th season with Barca now. He plays 60 plus matches per year. And he's traveling to Argentina like 15 times a year to play international games against, I'm sorry, Ecuador in Quito at like 4,000 meters high. Which is like, you fly back and you feel like, wow, I feel like I aged 4 years in these 2 days.
I hear La Paz is quite a nice place to go though.
Yeah, well, probably it is. If you don't have to play
football,
for a
jog.
Yeah, it's like, oh, great, cozy place. But yeah, no, like, he's not going to win it, and the pressure on that guy is just absolutely insane. And we haven't heard anything yet, but I just wouldn't be surprised if he said like, okay, let's call it a day, guys. We had a good run. Well, actually not, but no, I'm not doing it. What do you think?
I think he must be done. Well, he said he was done when they lost the Copa America a couple of years ago, right?
And then he said he was done.
Higuain nearly ended his career by spooning an easy chance over the bar.
And then he said he was done second time when they nearly missed qualification to the World Cup. There was 1 game to go. He came back, scored a hat-trick, Messi style. But no, this is not happening.
Because it's for, I wonder, is his heart in it for a Copa America? He's already been to the final time and time again, and they keep messing it up. And now
twice Copa America, World Cup final once. Just feels like, mate, you had your shot. Like, if you can't do it in the end, I'm sorry. The only question I have is though, like, we're definitely talking about one of the 2-3 best players of all time.
Yeah.
Where do you have Messi in your ranking?
To be honest,
Right up there?
I have him right up there. Like, you can't. It's difficult to put them like 1, 2, and 3. Or God, there's what, like maybe. Yeah, because you got to throw your Puskas in there and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
like,
People
look,
don't even bring that into account. So you got Pele and Maradona and Messi and Puskas.
We should have two different rankings. We should have like the legends of football ranking, where you can get all the old guys in, and then the actual best players. Because look, Messi, the side he plays today, playing in the 50s, this guy ruins football.
Yeah.
He reinvents it. So yeah, I got him right up there too. But the question is, how much does it harm his legacy?
I think it does quite a lot. And the whole, it's almost been a weird sort of narrative of this whole World Cup has been the Ronaldo Messi thing, as you can't avoid it. You can't mention one's name without the other. It's insane. It's impossible.
Never have ever seen a couple whose names were that connected in world football that don't play in the same team.
Yeah,
You know?
and so inspired by each other as well.
Yeah.
You know, that Messi retirement, when he retired after that Copa America, and about 2 months later, Ronaldo goes and wins Euro 2016.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Messi thinks, do you know what? I actually love my 15 trips to Argentina a year.
They're great. No, you could tell Messi got his little knife out of his pocket, was like, I'm ready.
Yeah.
And that's the thing though. Because they're both gonna retire within like 2 years probably.
Yeah.
I feel like Ronaldo is gonna play, he's like 36, and Messi is gonna play a bit shorter. I don't think Messi's gonna play till he's like 40 or shit.
Messi as well, he'll be done at Barcelona, won't he? Like,
So they're gonna retire at nearly the same time, I guess. And then we're gonna talk about who was bigger, who was the better one. And you can't, like, goal-wise, Messi. Title-wise, Ronaldo just closed in with the last Champions League win. So it's gonna come down to international titles, and I'm sorry, but Portugal won it. And let's be honest here. The Portugal squad wasn't worse or better than the Argentina squad. It was just as bad, if you ask me.
yeah, it's a bit of a strange one because people criticise the two in different ways. People talk about them in different ways. And Messi, it's always, he's got to do so much for his team. He's got to do this, got to do that. And Ronaldo, it's like, well, his team's doing everything for him. He's got a much better team. But Ronaldo's playing with, he's playing with a few past-it players as well. And that Portugal team is not a good team.
The striker for Portugal in 2016 Euros was a guy called Eder.
Yeah.
And like, just look it up. What is he doing now? Like, he's playing for Toulouse or something.
Yeah,
not Toulouse, I know, but he's just not doing good. And his team wasn't good. And Quaresma, he's like 36 now, and he looked like 45 2 years ago.
Well, he got his first start, didn't he, in this tournament? He scored. I think that was his first start.
It was the typical Quaresma goal.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I feel like I honestly think we've just seen the last seconds of Leo Messi in Argentina jersey.
Yeah, unless Ronaldo goes and wins the World Cup final, in which case Messi will go to the fountain of youth yet again, down a pint of it, and inspire himself to get to some other international trophy.
Yeah.
Well, how do you sum up his Argentina career then? Just sort of a quick summary of it, because any other team, any other player, you say, do you know what? They were brilliant. Look at the goals they scored. Look at the things they did. Look at that hat trick to get them to the World Cup.
I just feel like he just missed that last bit of luck. Like, he was in 3 finals with his team. Could have won. Copa America would have been enough. He couldn't do it. So I feel like that's the little stain of on the Messi legacy that we always will talk about. In 50 years, we'll be like, Messi was great, but he should have won a title.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm just thinking about Mbappé chasing him out of international football.
Yeah.
And we have been chased out of time.
Yes.
By old Father Time himself. That's what Messi's going to be in a few years. Now he's retired. Nico, thanks for
was a pleasure.
Thanks for coming and changing your allegiance. And please do not wear an England shirt at any point.
It's over there. I'm getting a 3-line shirt later.
I'm going to take that and throw it somewhere and hide it so Nico can't touch it. Thanks for joining us on Onefootball, and we'll be here for the whole of the World Cup, so we'll see you then.